YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Pnfkeith. We back with another reaction. Now, most of y'all probably know, some of y'all probably don't know. When I first started this reaction channel, I was strictly reacting to content like this. Like, it was like crime content, wild content, shit like this. Then I eventually got into the music reactions, but I kind of want to start mixing it back up, especially with this whole UMG thing going on with the labels until it get figured out and sorted out. I'm gonna kind of start mixing the content back up. And also I just love this type of content, but I also love music, so I ended up blocking this content out and doing the music reactions. That's besides the point though. Y'all here for this specific reason. It says Florida man sentenced to 999 years in prison for killing his own grandparents. That's wild as hell to think about. Offing your grandparents is crazy. You gotta be very sick in the head to kill your grandparents. And then he got 999 years. That's some wild ass shit. We only get one life. Nigga, you're not gonna live 999 years. You be lucky to live 99 years. But shit, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Because I know this shit about to be a wild ass video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Florida man that was sentenced to 999 years for killing his grandparents.
A teenager's in jail after a family says he shot and killed his grandparents over a family feud. Family members tell us Unita Hardy and Gregory Merritt were in their early 60s. A family friend was also killed in all of this.
His thoughts, his actions, his words. Those three things prove to you, in this case, beyond a reasonable doubt, that this defendant committed 3 counts of premeditated murder.
His statement to the police is credible because it is literally corroborated by all the other evidence in this case. And that is the same statement in which he confesses to 3 counts of murder.
You know what else is crazy as hell about crimes in general and shit like this? Lawyers, they ain't got to accept your case, but they can't discriminate or like, oh, I'm not picking your case up because of this. And then when they actually defended you and they know that you guilty, that shit be wild. Like, what be going through their head? Like, then this nigga actually just killed his grandparents, and I'm sitting here defending this man. Like, that gotta be some wild ass shit to really process as a lawyer.
First on my list to see is Jadarius Jones.
That nigga look crazy.
How you doing?
Okay, are you Jadarius Jones?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have read the arrest and booking report. I do find there to be probable cause for the 4 charges against you. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
This
Mr.
man
Jones,
is cooked. This nigga is cooked. He got a public defender fighting a triple murder. You can lock him up right now. I see why he got 999 years. People don't be thinking. People be doing and committing all these crazy ass crimes with no lawyer money. Your priorities already fucked up. How you broke? You out here broke committing crimes, especially a triple murder. That's some wild ass shit. That's devious.
I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with 3 separate counts of second-degree murder. You've also been charged with a separate count of armed robbery.
Oh, yeah,
you will be held.
Look at her face in the back.
All 4 of those.
Look at her face in the back. She like, what the fuck? Look at the dark skinned girl with the jerk. I mean, with the braids.
Robbery.
Look. She like, yeah, he's cooked.
You will be held without bond on all 4 of those charges.
It was January 15th, 2023. At 12:30 in the afternoon, Jacksonville sheriffs responded to a home in reference to a shooting. Arriving on scene, officers discovered 44-year-old Luther Williams laying in the front yard with multiple gunshot wounds. Officers quickly conducted a security sweep of the residence.
But I got y'all. I had to move the camera. This is Luther Williams, y'all wanted to see him.
Gunshot wounds. Officers quickly conducted a security sweep of the residence, finding 2 additional victims in a back bedroom. 58-year-old Unita Hardy and 63-year-old Gregory Merritt.
So damn, he killed all 3 of them though.
with multiple gunshot wounds. All 3 victims would die at the scene as detectives arrived to begin the triple homicide investigation. A search warrant was obtained, the crime scene was processed, and multiple 9mm shell casings would be found inside and outside the home by all 3 victims. It was determined all 3 met a violent demise, standing only feet away from their killer.
It's just like, what the fuck did they do for you to want to kill your grandparents, shoot your grandparents? Think about that. Old people are some of the sweetest people in the world. What did they do? I understand growing up in a black culture, though. Your grandparents can be angry as fuck. Or say some things to piss you off. But it would never cross my mind to fucking kill my grandparents or anybody ever in general. Unless my life is really on the line. And I'm sure your grandparents didn't try to kill you. So what possessed you to say I'm about to kill my grandparents? Sheesh.
3 met a violent demise, standing only feet away from their killer. A nearby neighbor, now witness, would tell detectives she observed an 18-year-old named Jadarius Jones arrive at the victim's home in a black Toyota Camry. He'd enter the home wearing a fanny pack satchel, and once inside was confronted by male acquaintances who were already in the home. The confrontation stemmed from an incident they found out Jadarius was involved in, and a physical fight broke out. Jadarius was seen running from the home on foot. Officers would observe a male matching the description of Jadarius at a home not far from the murder scene. He'd be detained by officers, identified as the suspect, and transported for an interview with detectives. A search of the home would reveal a fanny pack style satchel described by the witness. Inside was a wallet belonging to the victim found in the front yard. Speaking with Jadarius,
that nigga look crazy though. Look at him. He look like he got nothing to lose. Just look at the nigga. I ain't even surprised. Don't come for me though, Jadarius. Don't break out and come for me.
Found in the front yard. Speaking with Jadarius, the detective would read him his constitutional rights, and Jadarius would acknowledge he understood all of his rights and signed the form. Post Miranda, Jadarius would confess to shooting and killing all 3 victims. But these weren't just random people. Unita and Gregory were his own grandparents.
He ain't even try to fight it. Nigga,
the 18-year-old would be charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and theft of a motor vehicle for stealing the victim's Toyota after the murder.
It was cooked even without the murders.
Would be found in front of the home he was found at. Jadarius would sit inside of the Duval County Jail for over 2 years before finding himself guilty as fuck at trial.
Them Florida people different, I ain't gonna lie.
Jadarius would receive a jaw-dropping 999 years for the triple murder that ended his grandparents' life. In all reality,
just imagine you in a courtroom and the judge like, I now sentenced you to 999 years in prison. God damn. She ain't even say life or 3 triple life sentences. She said 999 years. Just imagine hearing all that time. You are now sentenced to 999 years in prison. I'll fuck around. I'm gonna start crashing out. At that point, you gotta do the most devious, devastating shit ever. You got nothing to lose. You gotta throw a chair at the judge. You gotta go tap. You gotta do something crazy. You got 999 years. You never coming home, never seeing daylight ever again. And when you get to prison, they hear you killed your grandparents. Imagine what they gonna do to you in there. I'm gonna start flipping out, crashing out. I'm gonna try to escape all type of shit. Yeah, nah.
The triple murder that ended his grandparents' life. In all reality, he'd be sentenced to life for each murder, with the sentences running concurrent. But on the court site, it would say 999 years, 99 months, and 99 days.
The judge knew what she was doing.
For those that have never been to prison, within the dorms are call-out sheets that would list inmate names, Department of Corrections numbers, as well as their release dates. And for the inmates
ain't got no release date.
Sentence, the year of release would just say 9999. Now these numbers almost seem make-believe, but for 20-year-old Jadarius, they are very real. If he's lucky enough to live the next 60 years, he'll have spent it within the 4 regions of the Florida Department of Corrections.
Jeez, that boy
it doesn't
cooks.
matter which part of the state he wakes up in. That Florida sun will shine every morning off the barbed wire fences. And the day he doesn't wake up, he'll be collected from his cell, body bagged, sent home if he has any living relatives, or he'll be buried at the prison. But that
nigga relatives do not want him. He killed his grandparents. You think he wouldn't do something to them if he was alive? They don't want his body. He took somebody mom, somebody grandpa. This shit is crazy. Like, somebody dead.
if he has any living relatives, or he'll be buried at the prison. But that Florida sun will keep on shining. And this is the reality of life in Florida State Prison. Another
just a
statistic and another example for those.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Boy, please.
Those watching of what your life could be if you make the wrong decisions.
This could be you.
Now, there was a lot of information missing from this case that I wasn't able to find in the courts. Apparently, Jadarius was rumored of having committed a shooting. That, I guess, is the reason he was confronted inside of his grandparents' home. Now, I don't know if this was in a...
Look, you can't even confront the YNs nowadays. You confront them, they out here killing people. His grandparents confronted him about a shooting and he killed both of them. What this thing about that shit? Listen, y'all better stay safe, stay away from these YNs. You see anybody with a hoodie or a ski mask combination, especially in this hot ass weather it is lately. It's been over 100 every single day. If anybody got a hoodie on with a ski mask combo, stay far away from him. Cross the street, get away. You could end up just like his grandparents in this video. He offed his grandparents. Because they confronted him about him doing some dumb shit. That shit is getting crazy.
Inside of his grandparents' home. Now, I don't know if this was an attempt of like hood justice. Like, we heard he did something, so we're gonna come over here and beat him up to teach him a lesson, and his grandparents allowed it. And then Jadarius snapped and ended up killing his grandparents and another man. We don't know the details. All we know is an 18-year-old turned that gun on his grandparents and a third man that was killed in the front yard.
Jeez.
Then he admitted it to the police. Done deal.
This
happened in Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been the murder capital of Florida for a long ass fucking time. A lot of drill rappers, you know, the Florida drill scene, that started in Jacksonville. The courts aren't gonna play that shit. When I was in the Florida prison system, most of the jits that I met that came from Jacksonville had 10 years or better. And they were all in there for some type of a gun crime, whether it was shootings, whatever the fuck, murders, attempted murders. That's just how they're rocking over there. But for Jadarius, I don't see him.
I guess I'm gonna stay far away from Jacksonville. That's just naturally a crazy ass state, city, whatever the shit is, yo. That shit is naturally wild out there. I be seeing so much shit on the internet about people doing all types of wild shit, cutting people up. They walking alligators, crocodiles, wrestling. It be all type of crazy shit. I'm staying far away from Jacksonville. Respectfully. I don't even want to watch a Jacksonville Jaguars game.
That's just how they're rocking over there. But for Jadarius, I don't see him being granted an appeal for a triple murder like this.
Hell nah.
And based on where the shell casings landed, they were able to prove, you know, through analyzing the crime scene, that he was firing from close range. He was right in front of them when he gunned them down. He knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't play crazy. He didn't go the insane route. He admitted to it for whatever reason. Signed off on his life, basically just ate a fucking life sentence. Now he's gone. He's in prison. And living that day by day from 20 years old to whenever he's no longer breathing, that's no life to live. If you've been in there, you know that. And it's sad because I've gone on the Florida Department of Corrections website and just looked up some of the people that I knew, especially some of the ones that I met that had life sentences. A couple of them have committed suicide because they weren't able to just keep doing it. Every day, it's repetition. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. A lot of people don't realize out here you have so much freedom, to the point that you don't see what you have until it's gone. When you're in,
freedom definitely is a fucking beauty to have. Just imagine being locked up in your bathroom for 999 years. Think about that shit. Or even a year, a month, a week. Just think about that shit. But people don't think. That's the number one reason why people get into stupid shit. They don't think before they do. They just do, and then they want to think. You got to think before you do every single time. If not, this is going to be the reality every single time. Joe, every single time, or did worse. You got to think before you do. That shit can save you so much in life. Just thinking, just using your brain for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of thinking can save you from 500 years in jail. Literally. Just be smart. I feel like it's definitely something bigger to this story, though.
That you don't see what you have until it's gone. When you're in there, all you can do is wear blue. The same blue as everybody else has. His might be a little bit nicer than yours, you know, a little bit newer because he paid money for it, but all you wear is blue. All the CEOs wear is brown. Those are the only colors you're seeing year after year after year. You know what I mean? You're used to the fucking heat, because if you're not in one of the newer dorms, you're in the old school Florida prison dorms where there's just holes in the windows and there's no AC. It's hot as fuck. The rain gets into the dorm.
Yeah, that boy
living that day by day for the next 40, 50, 60 fucking years is no life to live. And I wish that the Florida Department of Corrections would let people like myself in with a camera to show y'all the realities, to keep y'all from making the decisions that leave you in there with no escape. A lot of people say, oh, how did you get through prison? How did you do so much confinement time? I didn't have a choice. I had to. Now he doesn't have a choice until he dies. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I hope y'all get the fucking message. I'm rocking with y'all, or y'all rocking with me.
Nigga, you rocking with me. It's like, no, that was a dope video though. Shout out to 1090 Jake for putting it together. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. And he was the W narrator in this video. Go follow his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Leave a like and comment, y'all. Show him some support and love. That was a dope video, also with a deep message. The shit, 999 years for killing your grandparents. I feel like it's definitely something bigger to the story. Maybe the third person initiated the whole situation, like he was saying. Because I doubt he was just snap and kill his grandparents. Unless he just literally threw it off like that. Some people out here are literally just naturally throw it off. And I ain't even surprised. That shit just kind of crazy to me, though. He definitely deserved all them years, but it's like, damn. 999 years, though? You're not even going to live half of that. Half of the single digit years, the 90-something. Might not even make it past the 40. That shit is sad, man. But like he said, it's the reality. If you want to be in the streets, you want to be a gangster, you want to be doing stupid shit, making bad decisions to look cool, you're going to end up in jail. Or worse, dead, man. That shit is wild. But y'all let me know your whole thoughts on this situation in the comments. Y'all think 999 years was too extreme, or he should have got worse, the death penalty? Y'all let me know, man. That was wild. Don't forget, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Recommend any other videos y'all would like me to check out similar to this. As y'all know what's going on with the YouTube music reactions and shit like that. I'm going to still react to music, but it just might be a little harder, y'all, to get to some of y'all favorite artists. Also, go subscribe to my Patreon right now. It's $10 a month. That's where y'all can see most of my music reactions when they come to mainstream artists. The independent artists, I'm cool. I can still make decent money off those videos. But the other ones, they get copyright strike 24/7. So it's kind of like pointless to even posting them. It's just going to get taken right back down. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to my Patreon link below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and most importantly, Twitch. I tried to stream about 30 minutes ago. It was acting crazy. I'm going to try to stream again later tonight, y'all. But I love you guys, man. Stay tuned for the next video. Much love to everybody out there. Let me know your thoughts below on this situation. And do y'all think 999 years was enough time? Peace.